In late September, I had the privilege of going into the interior Asmat village of Saman with two other like minded workers to help put on a 1 week long Bible conference for the Christians in that area. And one of my friends who was with us had a drone, and so he took some drone footage and provided that to me. So I used that along with some pictures to make a video of our trip, and hopefully this gives you a good idea of what life is like in an interior village in southern Papua. And we just thank you for your prayers and your ongoing support of our family, and we hope you enjoy this video.
As you can see, the village of Saman, it's really, really isolated, probably about several miles from the coast. But the best way to get in there is through a float plane. This is operated by Missionary Aviation Fellowship pilots that work out of Merauke. They're good friends of ours. So I and two other um, missionaries flew into Saman, and we used the MAF float plane. That was the first time that I'd ever been in a float plane and landed on water. An interesting thing about the river that the village is located on, it's a tidal river, so during low tide, the water flows out to the ocean, and during high tide, the water actually flows inland. So in this case, the tide was coming up and the water was flowing inland. But anyways, you can see it's not a really wide river, and the pilots have to be really good, and they are really good to be able to land in some of these really remote areas in Papua. And that's just coming up to the village of Saman there. Here's some drone footage that one of my friends had and gave to me. Even though it doesn't look like a huge village, there's close to about 1,000 people that live there. Um, the large building there that's kind of in the center of the shot, that's the church where we had our Bible conference and seminar for the week. And you can see everything is connected by boardwalks because most of the year it's just mud and swamp underneath the boardwalks. When we were there, it was actually quite dry. Most of the time, you can't even walk except on boardwalks. That's just kind of some shots of the village and yeah, how the Asmat people have lived and live. Um, let's see, the conference lasted about a week, and we went through this really large overview of the Bible, um, this curriculum called From Eternity to Eternity. Most of the teaching was done in Asmat language, although some Indonesian was added in. I taught a couple lessons, obviously in Indonesian because I don't speak the Asmat tribal language. But here's just some pictures from the conference. Those are the attendees and different leaders in the church that helped with the training and the teaching. One interesting thing was they had this white boat and this black boat that were built to represent the kingdom of God and basically the kingdom of darkness, and how Adam and Eve, when they fell into sin, they lost God's perfect plan of Eden to being separated from God because of sin. And so that was just a really good time, and I'm really glad that I went in and was a part of that. And I hope to do more of this kind of ministry in the future as well.
Thanks for watching. We love you guys, and we're thankful for all that you do that enables our family to serve and minister here in southern Papua. Take care, God be with you, and God bless you.